it's still way too stormy to get down to the beach. So today we're going to take a trip to a spot I call the inlet. It's right next to the old cemetery, and for over 100 years people brought their rubbish right outside of it and they dumped it. Now after every single storm, the bottles and old garbage and rubbish, it erodes out of this little shoreline, it makes its way into the sea that way, and then it becomes sea glass over time. So we're going to walk on the inside of the inlet and we're going to see the little bottle fragments that we find, and hopefully we can match some of them to their origins. Right away there's tons of green broken glass sticking out, but I'm looking for something a little bit more significant here with some actual pattern. Right away, check this out right over here. It's the bottom of an early 1920s bottle, I'd have to say, to 1930. I thought I saw something right over here. There's something else. Now check this out. Most people might recognize this pattern right over here from a mid-century Pepsi bottle. There's a huge piece of timber. A lot of the rubbish is actually just sticking out of the shorelines all around me, and it seems the farther I go in, the more interesting the finds become. I just love when we find a piece and it's got a few letters on it. That means we're going to be able to match it. And then right over here, check this piece out. There's a whole bunch of them. First off, we've got this one, which has the anti-slip embossing. So it was definitely made after the 1950s. And then right next to it, it's a really old Heinz bottle. Let's take a look. It says H-E-I-N-Z. And then, as we keep moving up over here, I can see another beautiful piece of a bottom. Well, it's really not that beautiful, but it's a piece of a bottom right over here, and it's got these mold markings on it that are indicative of early centuries. So I'd put this bottle here to before 1930. Look at this right over here. This looks like a piece of very, very old leather. It's really funky, so it's kind of hard to tell when it was made, but you can see these multiple layers. One day this will be a beautiful lip, and then over here there's more bottle bottoms. You can see that the bottle bottoms are so much stronger, so they survive. It's amazing sometimes I find a bottle intact. This one here, it's neat because it actually looks like it's amber brown, but it's clearly just clear and it's covered in a lot of sediment. So let's go in a little deeper here. Oh, let's look at this right over here actually. This says save a life. I don't know if you can see that. This thing's really weird. Next to another piece of a bottle bottom. Nice little bit of tableware markings on it. And then here we have a squared paneled bottle right over here. But this one here is kind of interesting to me because I can clearly see it says save a life on it. That is interesting. Let's keep on going right through. The dogs are waiting for us. They want to know. They want to know what's at the end of the rainbow. There is another shard of a shoe heel. This one's really nice. The dogs just love this spot on a hot summer day. It's such a nice place to come and cool down. Okay, I see a lip right over here, and it definitely looks older. So let's take a look at it. Yeah, look at this one right over here. A nice flared out little rolled lip, although it has the machine markings on it almost all the way to the top. So this one here is probably only about 110 years old. And then look right over here. There's even just another one. It's just unbelievable to think about how many bottles might actually be sitting in the ground. And without a doubt, this has that cap seat closure. It's got that little ring around the end side of the edge. So we know this is from an old milk bottle. Hey everybody, I'm back home and I figured out what the raised lettering on this disc says. It says, drive carefully, save a life. Now, doing a quick dive on the internet, I found out that this comes off of an old Duncan parking meter. Now, normally it would be really strange for me to find something that's related to parking meters in my small little town, especially because I'm over 10 kilometers from the closest traffic light. Luckily for me, a few months ago, not in a video, when I was just walking the dogs in the harbor, I found this amazing piece right over here. Check this thing out, everyone. I've never seen anything like it before. I think it's like a lamp, like a headlight. Nice steel surrounding from it, so it's probably like a pre-World War II artifact, because this is made out of metal right here and not plastic. Hinges. Yeah, you can see right here, it's absolutely glass. So it's 20th century as well because it's clear glass. Looking on the internet, I was actually able to find a photo of a parking meter with this type of a style top and this type of a badge on it. It just goes to show I never know what I'm going to find when I'm out on the beaches. It could be an artifact over 500 years old, or it could be something that was only thrown out in the 20th century.